So this video is going to cover the second method of factoring quadratic expressions, namely filling in the blank. And this occurs whenever, well, not that it occurs, but we can use it whenever a is equal to 1. When I mean a in standard form. So ax squared plus bx plus c. If this number right here, a, is equal to 1, then we can use the fill in the blank method to factor the quadratic expression. Right, so let's use these three examples that I've got here. And we see on all three of these examples, right, a is equal to 1. Whereas on these, not necessarily the case. And obviously on these, right, we have a equal to 6, equal to 4, equal to 2. So our fill in the blank method will not apply to these quadratics, right? It's going to apply to these where a is in fact equal to 1. So starting here, right, a is equal to 1. All we're going to do is fill in the blank. So I'm going to put two binomial factor bubbles here, right? And these are just blank. So this is x plus or minus unknown, x plus or minus unknown, multiplying them together would give us this, right? And what we're going to do, because a is equal to 1, we're going to take c, and we're going to use the factors of c, right, that add to b, right? And add is the wrong word because it's not always add depending on if the signs are positive or negative. I'm going to just say combine. This is a better word to use. That combine to give us b to fill the blanks. Okay? So these blanks right here and right here are going to get filled in by the factors of c that combine to give me b. Right? Well, what is c for us in this case? Well, c is this positive 32. So I need to think, what numbers multiply to give me 32, but will combine to give me 12? And the answer there is 8 and 4. 8 times 4 gives me 32. 8 plus 4, right? 8 combines with 4 to give me this 12. Okay, so that's what I'm going to fill in these two blanks in with. Right, so this first blank, and it doesn't matter what order I put them in, just because this is multiplication and it's commutative. If you don't remember what commutative is, that just means it doesn't matter what order we multiply in, we get the same outcome. So I can say plus 4 plus 8, and I'm done factoring. Right, and just to prove a point, if I FOIL this out, x plus 4, x plus 8 multiplied together, right, these two binomials multiplied together, let's FOIL this. We have x squared plus 8x plus 4x plus 32. Combine like terms, and holy dog crap, there it is. We got right back to where we started. Okay, so let's try that again. And again, I can't stress enough, this only works whenever a is equal to 1. If a is not equal to 1, this is out the window. Okay, so here, again, we see a is equal to 1, c is equal to 12. So again, we're looking for the factors of 12 that will combine to give us b. So the factors of c that combine to give us b. In this case, b is negative 7. So we know it's going to probably be 4 and 3. Right? 4 combines with 3 to give me a 7. 4 times 3 gives me a 12. However, we've got a problem here with this negative, right? So how can I multiply two numbers together and get a positive 12, but then combine the two numbers together, add them together, and get a negative 7? Well, duh, just make them both be negative. Negative 4 times negative 3 is positive 12. Right? Negative 4 combines with negative 3 to give me negative 7. Okay, so I'm just going to fill in the blanks accordingly. I know I'm just going to use minus 4, minus 3. Right? And if you're ever not sure if you did this right, again, FOIL it out, and you should get right back where you started. Okay, so, and I'll go ahead and do this real quick. X times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Those two combine to give me the negative 7. Negative 4, negative 3 multiply together to give me this positive 12. So I know I'm right. Okay, one more time for this video. So again, we see a is 1. So we can just fill in the blanks. So x plus or minus blank times x plus or minus the other blank. And, well, let's go ahead and do this. So C is 14, right? So we need the factors of 14 that will combine to give us 9. And in that case, that's going to be very simple. 7 times 2. And they're both going to be positive. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 combines with 2 to give me 9, which is what I need here. Right, and again, if I follow this out, I know it's correct. X times x is x squared. 7 times x is 7x. 2 times x is 2x. 7x plus 2x gives me the 9x that I need. And 7 times 2 gives me the 14 that I need. And I'm done. Okay, so very simply put, filling in the blank, way to go whenever A is 1. However, if A is not 1, goes out the window. If you have any questions about using the fill in the blank method to factor quadratics, shoot me an email. Otherwise, you know where to find me. Goodbye.